Welcome to part 2 of this free masterclass where I started talking about how to fast track your multiple income streams machine. How to fast track your multiple income streams machine. I provide a service where I support content creators and business owners to become more visible online through online marketing, coaching, whatever your thing is. Now, we are coming to part 2. On the first segment, what I did is I talked about your vision board. It is very important to have an identity that matches your vision board. Yes, rather the other way, it is important to have a vision board that matches your identity, where you understand it is about identity transformation. I wouldn't be the person I am today if I didn't make certain decisions in my life, if I didn't make certain transactions. There is no transformation without transaction. Understand this even when you start working with your own clients. You can do a lot of free content online, but if you're not balancing that out with transactions that are actually happening in real time, most of your clients will not be following through with any transformation. And I know people sometimes pay with time, but sometimes people also have to actually show you that they are committed to their own transformation, so that you're not just giving out free content, but you've got a balance of paid coaching programs, paid consultation. When a company is in big trouble, they're having issues, and they decide, you know what, we need to invest some money in a consultant to help us fix some of the problems we're going through. What some companies may do is to say, well, we'll try and make it work. But a consultant can come in and save them months of mistakes. A consultant who specializes in what their challenges can come in and save them months. So how does that apply on your level or as a small business owners? Yes, because you may not feel like you are a big business owner, you don't have those challenges. But here's what I want to say. You don't want to wait until the problem is so bad that it blows over and you have to shut down the company. You don't want to leave a problem too long, and I know not everybody wants to take this advice. You don't want to leave a problem too long that it gets to a point where it's too bad, it explodes in your face, and now you have to shut down the business. But all the signs were there all along that things are not right. We need to be auditing, we need to be checking what's going on. Why are customers complaining? What is the issue? Why are customers leaving abandoned baskets if you have a business online? It is important to understand these things because that is how we take action to fix the problem. When you are not aware of a problem that is going on, when you are not aware, you just keep moving forward blindly. The Bible talks about light. In the beginning, God, right? And when you look at Genesis, one of the first things where God said, let there be light, it wasn't light like now, as we can see in the daytime. No, that's not that kind of light. It was knowledge. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is life changing. So here you are. You're watching my podcast now. Not podcast. You're watching this video now. It's a free masterclass because you want some ideas. And I want to help you with that. Because if you absolutely take advantage of the ideas I'm sharing, I'm committed to this. Results are based on you and your commitment. And you don't even have to worry about the results. But if you're willing to take action consistently, you'll see the results for yourself. And that will be the game changer for you, because when you start seeing results, you can never look back. I remember when one client paid me more than I was earning as a registered nurse, working full-time in a private hospital, for that matter. One of the clients I had started acquiring in the community, because I decided to be working in the community so that I can just, keep on with my business mindset, because I noticed something. Okay, I'm not diverting, I'm coming back to the topic. This is something a lot of business owners or transitional entrepreneurs underestimate. To change your mindset is not a joke. To change your mindset is not a joke, because to adopt the growth mindset, to some people they feel like I am saying what is wrong with me, or how did I know all this time. It's a bit of an extinct mindset. Can I call it a dinosaur mindset? Because if you haven't been exposed to the knowledge, how would you know what to do? If you haven't been exposed to the knowledge, why would you change anything? But when you get exposed to the knowledge, now you have the responsibility to do something about it, right? So it's about awareness. Transformation doesn't happen without awareness. So that is why some of you are watching this video and you are like, oh, this is making sense for me. This is absolutely making sense for me. Or you watch some of my other videos and you're like, oh, I'm not sure yet, because you're not quite there yet where you have to make a definite decision. I know from human experience, human behavior, when you feel like you've got options, people don't make a choice. People don't make a decision, rather. When people feel like they have options, people don't make decisions on every level that you can think about. But when you develop a sense of urgency and realize that my time here is limited, as Steve Jobs said, I mean, I'm not saying we all have the same outcomes, but I'm talking about having a sense of urgency in life that one day I will not be here. One day my children won't see me. One day my grandchildren won't see me. So let me create something that will be a reminder that I was here and I did something with my life. I did something amazing, something legendary, something transformational. That even when any family member is in trouble, they can look at my videos, some of us, or ebooks, or your podcast, or your social media content, and think, how did they do it? Because life moves in cycles. Whatever every generation faces, the challenges, some challenges are the same. Money issues, health issues, relationship issues, they've got to do with human behavior. In my own personal journey, I've had to have some courage to change some of my relationship dynamics, because it was just like, this is not working, this is not right. I haven't got time to be dealing with the same nonsense. And the Bible also talks about that you don't want to walk with people who don't use their brains to think, because their foolishness will rub off you. And we all have the freedom of choice to choose. You can't accept every person to come into your space, especially your online space. None of us allow anybody a stranger on the street to just walk into your house. It's like, wait, are you okay in your head? Who gave you permission to come in my home? So what do? We lock our homes. We have a mobile phone. If somebody wants to hang out or visit or have a conversation, they text you a message or they phone you or they DM you. Meaning we all have our personal spaces. So I said all this to say, I want you to look at this masterclass as an opportunity for you to finally become financially free, to finally live in your freedom space, your freedom lifestyle, where you can go away on holiday, where you can spend quality time with family members, where you can do any health checks that you need, where you can really make up for lost time. I call this coaching program Reclaiming My Time. I've got it on my website. I'll put a link somewhere down below where you can go and access. I've got limited spaces intentionally because I can only work with so many people. I can't work with too many people at the same time. That doesn't make sense for anyone, right? Even we don't want to be burnt out working so hard all day, all night. That's the old mindset. You may not be aware of it. That's the working class mindset. I've had to overcome this in my own life to realize that I am gifted and talented enough to not have to work 12 long hours. And if you may feel like you're not talented or gifted enough, you can start learning on YouTube. You can start following this channel and start learning some ideas, because when you get exposed to new ideas, new knowledge, it's done. It's over. You will not accept to go back. You cannot. You cannot. And I think sometimes that is why people are scared of getting into the personal development space, because it will challenge you to think differently. Yes? Okay, so we are going to part 3. We talked about the vision board number 1. Yes. Creating your multiple income streams platform. And it is up to you. You can make some of it passive, most of it passive, which is what I highly recommend. And then you can make the rest active, where you are actively making phone calls to interact with clients because you just enjoy what you do. Somebody was saying how a lot of wealthy people who enjoy what they do, it doesn't feel like work. They enjoy what they do, so it doesn't feel like work. I have entered into that space too, where what I do doesn't feel like work. It just feels like a part of my life. I enjoy interacting with different kinds of people, the kind of people who have the similar goals and ideas that I talk about, because I'm not a coach for everyone. So, number 1, your vision board. We're going to create your vision board in a central space. This is important. You don't want to be distracted. Number 2, which I talked about in the last video, this is just a recap so that we can get straight into the next part. The second one is make a decision. Let's look at your skill sets. Because if you undervalue what you're good at, what you enjoy, what you care about, what is important to you, what you're passionate about, you are missing out on potential revenue. You are missing out on potential revenue. So, number three, we've looked at the first two, the vision board, what you're actually going to monetize. You do some research so that you can make an informed decision that this is viable, this is a product or service that people are actually hungry for. Very important to understand. You don't want to promote and be passionate about a service or a product that you really care about, but very few people not that interested. I had a service that I was really passionate about and I saw all the numbers, but the response, according to my own personal goals, was like, bah, just like it went flat. And I was like, I'm not doing that. That is the beauty of working for for yourself in the online space. Being a creative, being a content creator, you can pivot. If you see that goes flat, that didn't work, that ad didn't, it didn't get me the return that I wanted, you can pivot, you can switch. Yes, that's what promotion is. Because sometimes what sticks is not what you expect. What sticks is not what you expect. So let's get straight into number three. What is this central space that you're going to create? Your grand central station. Oh, I love the sound of that. Where is your grand central station? Is it in New York? Is it in London? Is it in Tokyo? Okay, I digress. I'm just playing with you. I just want you to imagine on the journey. I'm just giving you a picture. What is your grand central station where the money will be coming in from all sorts of directions, your multiple income streams? Remember, I'm giving you a tool, a service that will serve you well, not only now, in the next year, and possibly the next 10 years, depending on how you maintain it. Okay, so your central space. You want to design a website that can be quite pricey because of the hosting and the skill sets that is required to make it work. But I just want you to think, and I want you to start on the level where you are, which is something that I hugely promote and talk about. Start where you are. Do not overextend yourself. Do not spend too much money in the early days of your business. There are things you can do by yourself. A lot of people talk about it, how they spend so much money on coaching. Because in the early days, you may feel like you have to spend a lot of money to make it work. And you may feel a sense of accomplishment, only to realize you didn't get the support that you needed, the aftercare, the support that you needed. So my approach is completely different. I want you to be empowered to start where you are. Do not overstretch your resources. You need those resources. Yes, do not overstretch. So we're going to create a central space for you, which is a website. And on this website, we're going to design it in such a way that whenever you have done all your promotion, which is what I'm going to talk about, people know where to go and everything looks the same. The colors are coordinated, the images are the same. It is you on where they saw you on social media. It's the same image that they see on your website. This is important. The colors must coordinate. You don't want the websites to look different from how you show up on social media. And it's easy to miss. But anyway, do not get too overwhelmed with this. Yes? I'm keeping it short, sweet, straight to the point. I don't want you to be overwhelmed. Keep it simple. So we're going to design where you are different things. The first page is the landing page where people can leave you their email address. When people leave you their email address, you respond to them and let them know you acknowledge, and you can automate this. You don't actually have to physically be sending emails to every person. Because imagine you get 10,000 people interested in your products and your services, which helps you to accomplish your financial goals and your lifestyle goals. You need some form of automation, or you will be working hard like your last job. It is common practice when you leave a full-time job to start working as an employee in your own business. And that can be quite frustrating. Okay? So we want that central space, the website, where you get a landing page. The landing page should be clear, easy, not cluttered, not too much information, easy for people to just click on because they've already had some connection with you. You've already had a touch point with them. And now this is a second touch point. And as they're now getting access to more of you. Okay? You are not even there. The system is brilliant. You are not even there. You could be somewhere in South America. You could be in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, or you could be in Japan or Tokyo, but people are checking you out. How amazing is that? That is just mind-blowing. That is priceless. That is priceless to me. So after they get there, whatever they requested that you were promoting at the time, this is important to understand, whatever product or service that you were promoting that caused somebody to take action because you were very good at giving them the call to action. Yes, a business term that is important to understand. Some of you already know this. Make sure they go as soon as they access your website, they leave their email address. The next page they should go to is the product and the service that you are promoting. I know your website may have 5-6 pages. You don't want to give people too many options. People get confused. It gets too overwhelming. I'm always tweaking what I do online because sometimes you have to check what's going on here. So you want them to go straight away to the product you were promoting or talking about. So, for example, it could be an affiliate product. This is where this gets exciting. It could be an affiliate product. Make sure that page is similar, yes, to the company you're working for. It's called the bridging page. You want to make sure that page is similar to the company that you are now promoting. Yes. This is really good, and we'll get more into it on a paid masterclass that is for all of you who are action takers and who want to work with me as a coach. There is a paid section, that is VIP section, I call it, because that's those of you we can work closely together, and I've got some spaces for you, so let's do it. Anyhow, so that could be one product, could be an affiliate product, and you can work with 10 companies, you can work with 20 companies, it's up to you, but I don't want you to be overwhelmed. You must ideally start with 5 companies so that you get the hang of it. And I know you probably heard from others, affiliate marketing space, how the challenges that people have had. Don't worry about it. You are giving yourself a chance to get started, to do it the right way, where you are in control of the whole process from the beginning to until you get paid, until you get your commission. That is why I'm calling this multiple income streams machine. Multiple income streams. Or you may have a certain feeling towards affiliate marketing because of you got burnt out or whatever happened. Don't worry about it. You don't have to use this option right now. You can now go to maybe a certain book that you wrote. Perhaps you have learned some challenges about marriage and you have had longevity in marriage, or you have grandparents who have longevity in marriage, and you've interviewed them and you've interviewed several couples. I'm giving you a business tip. Then you write all those ideas down, put them in a book, and start promoting it. Relationships is a huge challenge for many people, but that is a business opportunity for you. You're making a difference in the lives of other people. You're not too concerned about the money. It's about impact over income. Yes, that is where it becomes a game changer. That is where you have longevity in business, where it's not just about the money, but you really want to make a difference in the lives of people. Okay, so that is another idea that we can put on your website. Another one could be a local service in the area that you live. It could be as small as doing video editing for local businesses. So now this is your opportunity to showcase your video editing skills. And you will get the training in the VIP section, how to start editing your own videos to create a portfolio to show other local businesses that this is what you can do. And this is where you want to start now looking at viral marketing, because viral marketing gets so much noise and attention. So you can actually learn this skill set. You can learn this skill set in your 50s, in your 60s, in your 70s if you want. There are people who are becoming presidents in their 70s. So do not allow your age to define you. Do not allow your age to limit your thinking that you can't. Because all you need to do is just follow step by step, step by step. It's really not that hard. All you need to do is just follow step by step. Yes? Because when you're learning something new, you have to develop this mindset of a child. Like, I want to learn something new, which is exciting in itself for me anyway. That's another idea. Another idea is you can start doing digital marketing for other local businesses. Now, you may not even understand how to do digital marketing for businesses. Let me give you just a little snippet of that. It's not the whole thing, but it's one of them. When you are interacting with people on social media, different types of people on social media, and you are responding and somebody is responding to you, or you like something that they are promoting, yes, you're like, oh, I want to know the 28 ways to start creating six figures online. That is not so stressful. The person that you responded to is doing digital marketing. They are marketing their products and their services online. That's digital marketing. And it includes email marketing, video marketing, all sorts. But I just wanted to give you a little taster of that. When you respond to somebody's videos, that is them doing digital marketing. I hope that is making sense. Social media, there's a lot of digital marketing, ads, all this, that's digital marketing. So you can actually start to learn this skill so that you can work with other businesses. This is a business that there are no limits, because the online space, the internet is not going anywhere. There are no limits. And you may feel like, oh, the marketplace is saturated. Don't listen to those limiting beliefs. The marketplace is not saturated, because human ideas and innovation, that can never be limited. We now have artificial intelligence. You can now use ChatGPT to even give you a roadmap how to structure your services, your standard operating procedures. You can ask ChatGPT to help you with that. So that's an idea I wanted to give you on there. You can also do relationship coaching, or you can be a coach in an area that you are comfortable with, you have expertise in, you are very good at. You can start coaching those who need that. And what I want to say on this is, for every product or service that you think about, imagine minimum that you want to reach 1,000 people. The law of large numbers says the amount of people that you reach, and people will eventually interact with you and engage with you and sign up for your programs and want to follow through with your products and your services, who actually need it, the percentage is way smaller. That is why even if you see huge numbers with your Facebook ads or Google ads, that doesn't mean anything. So that's a whole topic by itself, all by itself. That's training for another day. Okay, so if you have seen so far, I've talked about different ideas that you can start now, this week. It doesn't take too long. And if you like Coach Meg, I'm determined I like this, you can come into my VIP coaching. That is a program that is so helpful for you. This has taken me a while to change my own mindset, having worked as a registered nurse in three different countries, to realize there were more opportunities for me. I didn't have to stay stuck working long 12 hours. I don't know about you, but it got to a point where I started feeling like a stranger. And yet I was spending so much time there. Many of us sometimes start feeling like a stranger because it's like, I don't belong here anymore. I started feeling that I'd be working long nights, and I was like, I don't belong here anymore. So I did different things along the way, and I worked in the community as well, and tried to launch a recruitment company. In the end, I didn't at the time. In the early days when I started it, the requirements, the red tape and all this, I thought, maybe it was just me, I didn't have the awareness and the knowledge. But anyway, but I remember getting a lot of emails and a lot of CVs being sent to me. People wanted to work in the UK. Oh my goodness. There is no opportunity that if it's right for you and the time is right, it will work for you. Do not be discouraged. Do not allow your mindset to block you. Okay? So that's on that part. Now, this central space, you will need somebody to maintain it, to monitor it, to keep an eye on it, to make sure it's functioning as it should while you are working your full-time job. Because let's imagine you're still in your full-time job and you've been looking for opportunities online. You want to become a content creator. You want to be a YouTuber. Give yourself time before you go full-time. Put some savings aside. Plan your time. Make sure you are ready. And just as I'm talking about this, an idea comes to mind. This content creator was actually featured on Forbes and many of the major media companies. She started her YouTube channel because of a mistake. Her travel business and coaching because of a mistake in her friendships. In the end, she started traveling solo and she's built a whole business around that. She had a master's degree with other things. I think she was involved in investigation. I'll try and find her name and then you can see it for yourself. I'll put some of the resources. In fact, yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a list of resources down below so that when you sign in and you are ready for the VIP section, you've already made an informed decision. You've seen that other people are doing this and it is working, and you are not skeptical because you can see the numbers for yourself that it makes sense. Yes, I have a way of doing that that is very quick, very fast, so that I'm not wasting time, so that I can validate an idea whether it's worth for me following through with it anyway. Okay? Anyhow, so that's that part. So you have your central space, the website, your grand central station, because you acknowledge grand rising is my portion. It's something I want to be doing. This is something I want for the next 10 years of my life. You are being intentional. Okay? All right, then the next part is you want to make sure that your payment processing is in place. Because what's the point of having all these products and selling or promoting, but your payment isn't set up right? So you can use Stripe, or you can even use the platform that you design your website on. Some platforms have access to payment options, and I highly recommend the one that I have, Hostinger. Hostinger is a platform that I use for my website at the moment, EVA Digital Marketing, EVA Digital Marketing.online. I use Hostinger, Hostinger, and I actually have 100 places that I can use to work with people who want to get started. So it's a platform I've already used, and it is so helpful to me. I like how it's really quick to build a website. It's very fast to build your own website with Hostinger. Because now with AI, you know, hosting platforms are incorporating AI. And so that is really good because you don't waste a lot of time faffing around. It's pre-built for you. Or you can also build from scratch. It's just a personal choice. It's up to you. Okay, so now we've discussed the payment option. Make sure you can get paid and you have a bank account and any legal requirements in the area where you live around the world. Make sure you have the legal requirements in place, that there's nothing that you're doing, because you don't want to be working so hard only to have that thing shut down later. Make sure you check the legal requirements in the area you live with, the service that you choose to provide. Then what's the last part in closing? This is a free masterclass. I keep it straight to the point. What is the last part in all this? It is your feedback and follow-up. Your feedback and follow-up. Whichever clients you are working with, think long-term. Whenever you get any clients or customers coming into your business, engaging with your business, think long-term. Do not think, oh, I've made a sale with them, okay, let me keep finding new customers. Sometimes it's easier to work with the same customers you've already got, the same clients you've already got, than spending a huge amount of resources to acquire new customers. It is many times way cheaper to nurture the relationships that you are already building. So think of every customer as a long-term customer that you're going to be following up on them. You're going to be checking up, seeing how they are doing, sending birthday cards. Ryan Serhant, by the way, is very good with this. I'll send you his link. His property, he's into real estate in New York. He is well known in the industry as somebody who's very good with follow-up. So you'll learn a thing or two with him. And having said that, now with your follow-up, because you are going to be analyzing the feedback, good or bad, negative or good. Even if somebody says, oh, this was brilliant, because some people just, they're excited, they love the business, and it's the first time interacting with you, they've been seeing you on social media, you can actually say, oh, please tell me, what did you actually like? Because that is data, that is information gathering, that will help you to double down, to go even bigger on what's already working, which saves you a lot of time in the long run. And this is where we start. This is where we start. I've laid a foundation for you. I've kept it simple, straight to the point. 5 steps. Your vision board. Make sure your vision board is up to scratch. Yes, it is what you really want, where you want to go, to inspire you every day. You want to make sure your vision board is in agreement with your identity and the person you want to become every single day. Not just, oh, this is who I am today. You wake up tomorrow. It will take about 21 days minimum to adopt your new identity. And to establish your new identity, minimum 90 days. The neuroscientists will tell you that. Okay? Then you want to now Do your own personal audits, career skills. What are you good at? What do you enjoy? And how can you monetize these? That is why, if you are ready, comment below coach. Yes? Comment below coaching. Comment below wherever you see this coaching. Then I will know to send you the information to get into the VIP class. The VIP class is where we start to break things down a bit more. There is more to what I've shared so far, but this is more than enough what I've shared to get you started. Yes? So you want to understand how to monetize your skill sets. You want to understand how to monetize your passion. It could be a hobby, whatever that is. Then the third one we talked about is create that central space, your grand central station. Like in New York, you want to create the grand central station. Yes, so that the traffic can be coming and going. Your customers can be coming from all around the world. What I'm ideally trying to tell you here is you want to build your own fortress, so that no matter which income stream, if there's a challenge or whatever, something happening in the industry or in the marketplace, you're like, I got this. I'm wise. I'm smart. Because wise people don't wait for problems. Wise people prepare for any eventualities. So it doesn't matter if there's a dip in one revenue stream, you'll be okay because you've already set up your grand central station. Traffic is still coming and going. And there's more to this, like I said, you have to come into the VIP coaching, right? Okay, then you want to make sure you have a payment plan in place. Not a payment plan, a payment system rather, where you are making sure people can pay. The money is coming in. Do not be shy. If you know you have products and services that are really good, do not be shy with your products and your services. In the VIP coaching, we'll give you some more guidance on how to price your products and services so you don't price yourself out of the market. And where your products, you're not priced too low where people think, oh, maybe there isn't that much value in what you're bringing. Because somebody said this on TikTok. I like the way they said it. Price is only an option where the value is not evident. And I think I'm paraphrasing, but it was like, oh, I like that. I like the way they said it. Price is only an option where value is not evident. When you can promote the value like I'm doing in this masterclass, I can show you the value of having a central space for yourself where it's like a fortress for you, where you protect your wealth that is not only for you, but generational wealth, where you can work from anywhere in the world, where you don't have to answer to anybody you don't want to work with, where you don't have to do whatever you don't want to do, where you only work how you want to work. Because ideally, this is why I started doing this myself. I didn't want to have to feel like I'm forced to go to work. I didn't like it that anymore. And I'm a firm believer that creating personal wealth, improving your personal finances, is a mark of self-respect. Being able to decide how, what, who, when, it's a mark of personal respect. So payment system, we set that in place. And then finally, your feedback and your follow-up, very important. You want to make sure you are tracking what people are saying about your business. Some content creators actually hire a social media manager so that this person is responding quickly to any questions or any frustrations customers have or they have concerns. Because where the marketplace is saturated, people who respond quickly, people who interact with customers, people are posting your content or sharing your content or say something and you acknowledge that, these are the people who are becoming visible. It is not hard to become visible online. And that's, of course, there is more on that in the VIP section. So listen, I hope this masterclass has been helpful to you. And if this is the first time you're seeing it, some of you responded to my discussion on TikTok and you said masterclass. So I hope this has been helpful to you. If you have any more questions, let me know. I have a Zoom call that I can do with you. It's a one-to-one. It's a paid Zoom call because I brought all the goods, all the value. So the next part is make the commitment, prove to yourself, because this is not proving to anybody else. Prove to yourself that, you know what, I'm making a decision now. And that is really up to you. Yes, it is your choice. There's no pressure. You decide. And then there is also a community where you can be a part of a community of others who are on the same journey as you. And you get the support and encouraging, inspirational, where you see somebody has accomplished this. And you can ask, how did you do that? because within the community are so many gifts, talents, and ideas. So some of you need to come into the community because you've got so much to contribute and you can make a difference. This could also be like a testing ground for you where you can see how other people are responding to your ideas, right? So listen, whatever you do, get in touch, and there's a link somewhere down below for you to get more information, to sign up to the VIP section, or to get to a one-to-one Zoom call with me, which I have to organize because I have a full diary and I can see where I can fit you in. And of course, by the way, please think 3 time slots, yes? Think of 3 time slots that are possible for you so that I can also look at what I have on my schedule and I can fit you in. Yes? So, whatever you do, remember you have options. You don't have to settle for a life less than you deserve. Appreciate you. Bye for now.